Hello, welcome to another edition of Prime Take. Tonight we are speaking to a World Cup winner. We are speaking to an Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations winner. We are also speaking to a man who was instrumental during the most successful days. I mean, in the last 2 decades, if you're talking about the most successful days of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, you're probably going to be mentioning the days that Coach Bashiri Hayford was in charge of that Porcupine team. And also, we are talking to a man who's got lots of experience playing in Europe. He's one of the rare players to have played for both Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Accra Hearts of Oak in his career. And as I mentioned, he's not just an Under-20 World Cup winner, he also played in a FIFA Men's World Cup. This was a tournament that was staged in Africa for the first time in 2010. And guess what? He was the man who was running down that right flank of the senior national team, the Black Stars. My guest is Samuel Inkoom. Gentlemen, how are you?
I'm fine.
Hope you're doing good.
I'm not bad, brother.
Yeah, you look good though.
Thank you.
The money has come, isn't it?
Yeah, you are looking amazing as well, brother. You are managing, brother.
You look damn good.
Thank you.
What is the secret?
Hard working, that's it.
Just working hard.
And just working hard.
When you say hard working, what do you mean?
I mean, everybody know, like, we play football. I'm talking about football, so I have to take good care of myself as well. So yeah, I don't want to wait before tournament or before league. Then I will start maybe getting in shape. I do it even off season as well. So yeah.
So what was your upbringing like?
I think it's not easy for me. I started in secondary, and from secondary I moved to Windy Professional, which is Winneba as well. Yeah, it was not easy though, but the most important thing that I said to myself that I want to be a professional football one day, and now. Yeah.
When you say it was not easy, what do you mean?
I mean, you know, in football-wise, you have to have, the facilities. You understand? And if I'm talking about facility, when I was in Winneba, it's not everything that you can get it there. You understand? Sometimes you have to struggle in terms of even balls to train, even the pitch itself. You understand? But I put it inside me that whether I like it or not, I want to be professional one day, and this is Samuel Inkoom now. So,
where did you grow up?
I grew up in secondary.
Okay.
And like I said, from secondary, I came to Windy Professional. So I was the Winneba Sports Academy, almost like almost like 8 years there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went there when I was 10 years though.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So I was there for a couple of trainings in Mina Academy. We started under 15 Academy. So I was seeing also big boys though, like Blasters used to come there, yeah. Under 17, under 20, 23. So I was lucky to also see all the national teams, they come there for also preparation when they have tournament, you know. So
how many siblings do you have?
We are 6.
6?
Yes, 6.
And you are number?
I'm number 4.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other siblings, do they also play football?
No, none of them. None of them.
Why?
I don't know. You know, everybody have his own something that you have to. You understand? But I was lucky to be footballer. But it's not even lucky. I pushed myself because I wanted to. You understand? Even though my father was a headmaster, and he doesn't want me to even play football at that time. You know. Because he just want me to focus on my education, you know. But I also let him know that this is something that I want to do. You know, sometimes even if I go to training, when I come, there will be no food for me. Also, he will bash me, you understand, like punish me as well. But at the end of the day, I proved to him that I want to play football. And at the point in time, he saw that, oh, okay, he want to, so we should give him a chance, so yeah.
When you say sometimes you would come home and there's no food, or was it some kind of punishment, or it was just that there was no money at home to provide food on the table? Because if your father is a headmaster, definitely You came from a very good background.
Yeah, it's not about there's no money. It's all about they don't want me to play football. You understand?
So that was your punishment.
Yeah, so they will do something to frustrate you. You will never even go play football. But even that also motivates me a lot. Sometimes when I come, I don't have food. I say, okay, let me push myself. So yeah, it was not easy. Me myself that I said I want to play football. So yeah.
But who was that person that you were looking up to that you were so motivated and very interested in pushing to play football?
At the point in time when I went to Winneba, I used to see big players that we all watch on TV, like Stephen Appiah, Samuel Osei-Kuffour, Derek Boateng, John Penty, John Mensah, Matthew Amwa. These big players that we all watch on TV. Yeah. And they used to come to the Winneba, for preparation. So this is the kind of players that I said to myself, one day I want to be like them, because I also go to them for advice, and I used to also wash their clothes. I clean their football shoes as well.
Wow.
So yeah, anytime they come to Ghana, they normally come to Winneba. So this is something that when I see them also motivates me more, that whether I like it or not, I want to be professional one day.
Based on the punishment that you suffered from your family, how was it like anytime you got back? And that was after you were able to break through to play for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I'll come to the Kotoko story in a bit. But if they see you on television, how was it like?
They are so excited, and everything that I told them, they saw that, okay, he's different. He has different mindset, different mentality, and he's a hardworking son that we have. They feel proud to see me on TV.
At what point did you move to Kotoko?
When I think I was in Winneba at that time, and I went 6 months loan with Sekendi Azakes.
Okay.
And we played against them in Sunyane, if I'm not wrong, I think 2007, 2008. And I played very well. I think we beat them in that game. And after the game, Sylvester, now he's a Bantamahene.
Yeah, Bantamahene.
Now at the moment.
Sylvester, sorry.
Yeah. So he sent somebody to come and pick me from Sekendi. They started talking to me, and Bashir Reford also started talking to me that I want you to come and help the team. At a point in time, I saw myself that, oh, okay, I'm going to Kotoko.
Yeah.
You understand? And Kotoko, that everybody know that it's a traditional team. It's a team that people worship. It's a team that a lot of Ghanaians love. You understand? So when I went there, I was a little bit shaken though, because when I went there, at that time they were talking about how Aziz Ansah would stay. So
one of the best right backs we had in the country.
Yeah, in Ghana Premier League.
Yeah.
So, and I said to myself that let me have patience, because at the end of the day, if they finish talking to him, then I'm going to be a second choice of him. You understand? Because I respect him so much. So when I heard that he doesn't want to stay anymore, so I went there. I didn't go there as right back though. Even that game, I played as a midfielder at that game. And there was a time Bashir Reford called me. Bashir Reford is is a father to me. Yeah. Before not even him going to Asante Kotoko, whenever they come to Winneba for coaching course, we have to, sometimes we play the friendly games and stuff, and he see me, call me, you have big potential, keep working hard, and whenever I have a team, I will help you. I will give you the platform. So for me to also come, for him to also understand, he know the kind of person I am, for him to also give me that platform in Asante Kotoko was very huge though. Even though when we went there, the fans was not, they didn't have so much confidence in us. Yeah. But football is all about how you take your chances, So when they gave us the platform, we just make good use of it.
I will need to understand something, and that has to do with many people say there's lots of pressure playing for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Was that pressure playing for Kotoko?
There's a lot of pressure in the team itself because the fans demand a lot. As soon as you sign as Asante Kotoko, you're supposed to know that you have a big task ahead of you. Because these fans, they don't have patience. All they know is that the team have to win. So you as a player, you have a lot of headache, that's one. What to do to make them happy. What to do to play a big impact for the team to win as well. So that is why it's not about pressure that you, the player, you feel the pressure, you cannot play. That is not mine. Mine is that how to make them happy, how to make the team successful.
Yeah. So was it at Kotoko that you became a right back, or what happened? Or even at Hazakes, you were playing as a right back?
Yeah, sometimes Hazakes I play center back, sometimes I play right back, sometimes I play also defensive midfield as well. But when I came to Kotoko, I think it got to a point in time, I think they separate the team too. One went to Germany, one went to Sudan, if you can remember at that time. So those who went, I'm part of the Germany group. Those who went to the Germany group, we played against Sudanese, the group. Those who went to Sudan. So I played as right back. And I remember Niaje also played as also right back.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes
Daniel Niaje?
Daniel Niaje.
Oh, wow.
He put Niaje sometimes. Anytime he put Niaje, I will go to right wing. You know, and sometimes I will also come to the midfield.
The Niaje too, was that versatile?
Yeah, Niaje can play a lot of positions. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, and he's a hard-working guy.
Yeah.
I like him so much. You know, when you are in a team that you have a competition, if he lets you as a player to do extra. You don't sleep, because the moment you sleep, somebody will come and take your position. So in our time there was a lot of competition in the team, a lot, because you have Harrison Afo, you have Jordan Apoku, you have Bequin, you have Francis Akwafo, you have Menu, you have Kojo Poku Mahala, bunch of them. So
that really helped in growing you, right?
Yeah. That pushed me a lot to do extra.
But let's come back to the right back. At what point did you finally become a player who was now playing either a right back or a right winger instead of playing as a centre back?
I think I was selected to go to under U17.
Okay.
And I'm playing centre back. And the last of players that we went there. You have Jonathan Korte.
Yeah.
He's very tall. You have Jaria coming.
Oh, so your height was a factor.
Yes. Let me put it that way. That's a big factor, because at a point in time, also Duncan was also very smart. Coach Duncan was also very smart to the extent that he said to me that I would like you to play right back. At the first time when he was telling me, I was not,
You were not happy?
Yeah, I was not happy though. But because I was in Winneba, I played a lot of positions.
Yeah.
Because they don't allow you to play one position.
One position.
Some games you play maybe striking, you'll be a striker. Some games you'll be right wing. You understand? They always change it for the players, for us to develop very well. So when he told me that I have to play right back, I was preferring my favorite position. But yes, nothing pushed me. I said to him, okay. So one friendly game he put me there. And I played very good, and he said to me that from now on you are going to play right back. And at that time, our captain was Emmanuel Anson.
Oh, okay.
He was at the Olympics at that time.
Yeah.
He was the captain also.
Oh, okay.
Very good player, very player that I respect so much.
So it was David Duncan who made you a right back?
Yes, it was David Duncan.
David Duncan. Oh, wow. That's quite an interesting one. But during your days at Kotoko, and in fact, let's just still stay around Kotoko a bit, talk about Kotoko before you moved out of the shores of the country. Talk to us pretty quick on the Kotoko you see today and the Kotoko that you were part of.
There's a big difference now. There's a huge difference. Let me put it this way. I'm not saying that current Kotoko are not good players or they are not doing things that are not good. But in our time in Kotoko, nobody would tell every fan would love to come and watch us because we were giving them what they want. We were giving them good football. the players fight for the team. You know, that is something that the fans need. You know, the fans want players that who can be there for the team, and also make us happy as well. You know, sometimes it's not about winning. They want to see good football. You know, at a point in time, the fans, they sleep even when we are playing football because they know at the end of the day we are going to deliver. You understand what I mean? So, yeah, it was very good in my days in Kotoko. But now, I'm not saying that they are not good, but there's certain things that they have to also work on it, because now nobody's even watching games. They are football matches, because I think that they also have to improve in their game, you know, because when you improve your gameplay, I think every fan will love to come and watch, because they want to see good football and they will be so excited watching their own team. So I think they have to do extra, they have to do more, they have to make the fans happy.
But when you came back, why didn't you go there, but you rather went to House of Folk? Since you know that Kotoko, it's a team, it's like your blood, why didn't you go there?
This question, I've been answering this question so many times.
You have to answer it.
Yes. I think when I was coming to Ghana, I said I want to play Ghana football, you know. And I was being professional, because I said to myself that it's the same league that who gave me the platform. So for me to come back and come and play the same league, I would not be something that I feel shy to come and play the league that gave me the platform. So I came. It was Kotoko who sent me an offer, official offer from Kotoko, from Nane Wamponsa, which was the CEO. So I told him that, okay, that's fine. So I came. We were talking about it back and forth in terms of money and a lot of issues as well. So when I came, I tried to call him, and he said to me that the first time I called him, he said to me that he's in the meeting at the moment, he will call me back. So he called me back and he said he will get back to me. Okay, so it went to a point that even the board members want to see if I really want to play. You know, so I met a couple of them. We sat down, we discussed, and I told him that if you guys think maybe there's no money, I would love to play for free. But at the end of the day, the coach said he's already having his team. He has like 4 players in my position. You understand? So it tells me that when I come, I'll be 5. Fifth choice. Yeah, 5th choice. So, and I even told them that at the end of the day, whoever will train good will play. But they also let me know that the coach is okay with the right backs he has, and which I respect him for that decision, because it doesn't mean that you are a legend, so you can just do what you shouldn't do. You have to respect him as a coach. You have to also understand his game plan. He said this kind of players that he has is good for him. And at the end of the day, I think he finished the season and he won the league, and which I respect him so much for that. But the fans was not, the fans couldn't understand
what happened behind the scenes.
What happened behind the scene, because they wanted me to be in the team at all costs. So this is what happened. I cannot just say, I'm Samuel Inkoom, so I'm just, I want to, I don't want to obey the instructions that me and you know that football, there's a regulations are in football. So yes.
So what were, in fact, we heard stories that came out claiming that you said the CEO feels so big to call you. But what you're telling me is quite different from that.
You know, the moment this Kotoko deal didn't happen, there was a lot of rumor. There was a big tension, even on me. The fans were insulting me, they were giving me, they were bashing me back and forth. I'm ungrateful, I'm that. I decided that I would never talk, you understand, because I don't want also big tension in the team as well. I just want the playing body also have a good mind to also focus on the league itself. So yeah, there was a whole lot, you know, but even it got to a point, some people are saying that I said I need $10,000 and they said they don't have $10,000, so that is why the deal couldn't happen. but it was not like that, you know. So I don't want to talk too much about this.
Yeah, but did you say the CEO feels too big to call you? Did you say that anywhere?
I don't remember. I think I said something that I called him and he said he would call me back. You understand? And I started calling him. There was no answering phones. That is why I got to know that maybe there's something happening. You understand? So when the board members also tried to invite me, I went there. I was there. They called the CEO in front of me, and they were talking to him that Inkoom is in front of us. We would love for him to be in the team. What is the problem? What is happening? And I think he said something that I heard it. He said something that they should talk to the coach. This is what he said. They should talk to the coach. So it means like he has played his part. You understand? Yeah. I know. There was a whole lot, brother.
Not to stretch this conversation, but just this moment, just some few minutes ago, you mentioned that the CEO called you back. So I'm struggling to put 1 and 2 together. If the CEO called you back, where from there, like you're trying him and he's supposed to call you back, and where from all this? I'm a bit confused.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying, that it got to a extent that a lot of stories came up, a lot of them.
So in essence, some of the stories were false.
Yes, I'll put it that way. Some of the stories, for me, it was not something that I said it. You understand? So, but at the end of the day.
Did you feel disrespected by some of those reactions? Having given your all to Kotoko before?
I said to myself that, okay, my last club before I traveled was Kotoko. Yeah. And I wanted to come and play, and this stuff is happening. It got to a point that I was feeling like, okay, maybe I don't deserve to be there. And also I feel like, okay, whatever I did for them, maybe they don't appreciate it. But I got to know that it's not the same people that when I was there, I'm talking about the management. Yeah. They were not there. They were not there at this time. So I don't feel like I have to be like, I'm disappointed. I wanted to play, but it didn't happen. And this is football. Football is like that, you know. If you want to go somewhere and they don't feel like you have to be there, you have to find somewhere else, which they will appreciate you, they will cherish you as well. So I didn't feel down at all, but I just said to myself that I have to move on.
In essence, it was the coach who did not allow you to come to Kotoko.
They said, I met him one time, but we didn't even talk about this, you know.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to say it was the coach. I don't want to also blame it was the CEO, you know, the management. That is why I want to make it in general that if it's supposed to happen, it was going to happen, but it didn't happen. So yeah.
And then you chose the arrivals, House of Hope.
And I went to House of Hope.
How did it go?
I spoke to Sule Mutari, and I told him that I want to come and train, you know, and it's okay. Why not? So let him speak to the coach, and after he will let me, you know, the time that they will start training. So I went to the training, and I started training, and some of the fans started, you know. I couldn't understand how they were so, how to say, I feel like home, you know. They want me to play for the team, you know. They received me very nice, they welcomed me, something that I didn't expect it, you know. So I said, okay, then let me play for them.
And you played for them?
And I played for them. Even before I went to the first training, I spoke to Safu Jemfi, which is Kotoko.
Oh, okay.
So he was trying to say, oh, wait a little bit, let me speak to them, let me speak to the coach, let me speak to...
okay, he was still trying to speak to Kotoko,
yes,
so he could come there instead, yeah.
But I told him that, listen, at the end of the day, if they want me to be there, it will happen. So even me telling him I'm going for training, it was a big issue. But I told him that I respect you so much. You are a legend, and you are somebody that, when I was in Kotoko, he's somebody that I respect so much. And I told him that at the point in time, I have to move on. So when I started training with House of Folk, I feel like, oh wow, they want me to be there. You know, they want me to be the part of the family, the Phobian family. So I was so excited to be.
Did you play for House of Folk for free?
In my opinion, I would say something like that. In my opinion, because if I want to talk about in terms of money, you understand where I've got my level into, and coming to play for House of Folk. House of Folk is a huge club. It's one of the best traditional team in Ghana, in Africa. Everybody know, well known, and I count myself lucky to be in that team as well. But I'm not playing for free. You know, everybody have to be. When you work, you have to be paid.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I'm not.
They paid you something, but not.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
Yeah. And everything.
Yes,
even if it's one city, it's still a salary.
Yes, it's salary. That's why I appreciate it. You know.
But in your period at House of Oak, there were many difficulties on the field, off the field. I remember some time you had even a go at some of your colleagues, telling them if they're not willing to play, they should move on. Why are you getting frustrated?
No, you know, sometimes the players, the young players that we have, they are very good players. We have good potential players in Ghana. And sometimes some of them doesn't know what they have. So some of us have to also be on them, you know, push them harder to let them know that, hey, you have something that maybe you don't think that you have something, you know. So I'm telling you that you have to, this is the kind of, you want to go to Europe, but it's step by step. If you don't play very well, who will see you in Europe? Nobody can see you. Play the team very well. Let the team feel that, okay, you came and you have done something. So that when you also have contract, the way will be very smooth for you to go.
And they will let you go.
They will let you go. So this is some of the things that sometimes I will even call meeting, organize a meeting, call all the players. And, you know, even at the point in time, one of our games, I seize all of them phones, you know, for them to stay focused, you understand? Because, yes, phones are good, but when you have the job that gives you food, you have to respect that job. 20 minutes for the game to start and you are on your phone. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't tell you that you are a professional. Respect the kind of job that you do, and then God will give you the rest. So that is why sometimes I'm more like a coach, but I was not a coach. I want to be on them, you know. And the boys also respect me also. They like me so much because I always encourage them. I always let them know that, hey, you have something that you have to appreciate it. You have something that you have to do extra. You push yourself, you know. So this is sometimes that you go to a point that more like a coach or maybe a team manager or something like that.
What was the major challenge at House of Folk?
I think it's got to a point that the board chairman itself, His Royal Highness Tobo Afede and his board and the management, to be honest, they were doing everything for the team. We went there several times, meetings for the board chairman to talk to us, to motivate us, you know, to let us know that this is the job that you do. You have not learned any job apart from football. So whenever you have chance to play on the pitch, you have to give everything. And the board chairman was saying, we have to be ambitious. You have to have the ambition that we want to do something. So, but sometimes I got to know that the fault is not from them. The fault is from the playing body. So that is why I begin to go harder on some of the players, try to enter their mind to push them to do extra.
What was the fault from the playing body?
You know, like, okay, we are House of Folk, like playing against, let's say, RTU, playing against, let's say, Gold Stars, playing against, let's say, Accra Lions, or maybe Dream FC, we are going to win. You know, we just take it that we will win. And by the time we just being ourselves, we are down. You understand? So the mindset itself was very down. You know, we take everything like, okay, normal, we win, we are Accra House of Folk. But now football doesn't work like that. Any team that who is ready to play against Accra House of Folk, the team will do extra to beat. He want to be in your shoes. He also want to play in House of Folk. So that is some of the things that we were facing. We were facing a lot of challenges, like where complacency is killing us, you understand? But we have good team. We have very good group that I saw that why not? We can even go to Africa to make even big impact. But football, if you don't prepare your mind, if you don't do extra training, if you don't stay focused, I don't think you can get the result that you need.
Has your contract with Hearts of Oak expired?
No, my contract will finish this month, 31st.
Oh, then it's expired?
Yes, almost.
Almost expired. Because before the new season starts, your contract will expire. Exactly. Will you renew? Are there discussions to renew?
At the moment, I have contract, so I don't talk about my contract, you know. Even though I know the contract is supposed to finish this month, but I have certain things in my contract that unless the contract finishes before I will start talk about new contract.
So the contract is such that until it expires, you cannot discuss renewal.
Otherwise, I will breach the contract, and I don't want to. I respect this team.
But I know you have other ambitions. Yeah. So it means what it means is that if you have to chase those ambitions, you are definitely not going to be renewing your contract.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to talk so much about this, but I have ambition. That ambition is that I also want to, after retire, I want to give the young ones. I want to help them to develop very well, because that's why I want to go into sports management. You know, to try to bring the talent, to scout the young talent as well, because you know we have it, but they need a good platform to also showcase themselves, because the problem we are having, we don't have too much facilities for our young players to develop. That is why every time wherever I am, wherever I go to, I mention Tobo Afede, His Royal Highness. Look at what he has done in Pobimine. This is the facilities that we need for the young players to develop. You know, we need this kind of facilities. So I respect him so much. He's a great king, and he's a good friend of mine. And this is what I want to do to help the young ones. I also want to help them to develop very well.
So are you thinking of putting up, say, infrastructure or something?
Yes, because I have also a lot of links outside, and they love Ghanaian players. They love Ghanaian players so much. So a lot of them come to me. I want this player. What do you think? What do you want? You understand? So this is kind of thing that I want to also use it to help them.
But when do you intend to retire so that you can switch to that area?
Any moment from now.
So it means that if a contract expires, you are retired?
Any moment from now.
So you've not retired yet?
Yes, not yet.
You've not retired yet?
Not yet.
But if you're not retired, I'm not sure you can be an active footballer and still be into management.
And that is why I'm saying that, you know, I don't think it will keep long. You understand? I don't want to wait when I retire before I started going to sports management. It doesn't work. I have already started. You understand? But this season, because my contract is still active, I don't want to talk too much. Maybe after the season, or maybe after the contract, maybe
I'll go. You will now fully go into the sports management and do away with the football. But as we speak, Samuel Inkoom has not retired.
Yeah, I've not retired.
Okay. If you just joined us, we are speaking to Samuel Inkoom, Hearts of Oak player currently, and the former player of Marcia Santiago, the former player of the Black Stars, and the former player of FC Basel. We are not going to, in fact, under 20 World Cup winner, under 20 African Cup of Nations winner, and played at the FIFA World Cup with the Black Stars during the 2010 FIFA World Cup. We've been talking about his journey in Ghana. I want to switch the conversation up a bit. At what point, Samuel, did you get that call to move to Europe? Which club in Europe was your first club when you were living in Qatar?
FC Basel.
Okay.
FC Basel. They approached me. I think they sent one of their coaches to Ghana.
Oh, okay.
At that time, we were playing against one team in Kumasi. So they came. They watched the game. After the game, they want to meet me to talk about
potential move.
Yes, they want to let me know because of me that they are there. You know, so I met them in one hotel. I think it's a sports hotel close to the stadium.
Oh, okay.
and they started talking to me about, hey, we want to take you to FC Basel. This is the offer, this is the money. And I said, I'm not the right person to talk about money, so maybe allow me to give you to the management, one of the management, to you guys to start talking about how much they want, and then after we'll know what to do. So I gave the management contact to them, they sent offer to them, they started discussing it. Because we were having African, we qualified to play, so it was a little bit difficult for me to go. So I have to go to the CEO, Sylvester, to beg him, to talk to him that please let me go. I've waited for this for a very long time. Because I said to myself that I don't want to go for trials. That doesn't mean players who go to trials are no good. But this is what I said to myself. So now that I have the straight deal, allow me to go. And they said the money was too small. I got to know.
How much was it?
I got to know the money was not too small. I think it was, if I'm not wrong, I think it was $1 million that we were talking about.
Wow, about $1 million?
Yeah. It went to a point that I have to play against Ashgood, which was Otumfuo Cup.
Yeah.
And I said to coach that I will not play. And they said, why not? I said, I will not play because I have to go. So then now somebody called me and said, oh, Nana want to see me, Nana want to talk to me. I'm talking about Otumfuo. So I said, and Nana said, please play the game. After the game, I will make sure whatever we want, you get it. So I said, when the Otumfuo talk, you can never say nothing. So then I played the game. We won the game. So after the game, and it's true, whatever he said, he did it. Then I got myself into FC Basel.
Oh wow! Yeah. Then I can imagine that. So you push your way.
Yeah, I push it so hard, because this is my dream. I want to be a professional one day. So it came. And I also feel like whatever I have to do, I've done for Asante Kotoko, And also I also thought about it that bringing money also to develop the team is also very good. So let me go so that they can have money to develop the players who are also coming.
How many seasons did you play at Kotoko?
I think 1.5 seasons.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be enough.
Yeah, but what we did is more than 1.5 seasons. Imagine me running up and down for the whole season.
That right flank, that right flank. I get that point. But how would you describe the days at FC Basel?
For me, it was a dream come true, because I said to myself that I want to play Champions League football, and I was lucky and also hard working to get a team that they are playing Champions League, which is FC Basel. So when I got there, even the coach told me that you need maybe a year or 6 months to adapt. But I told him straightforward that I don't think so, because I know where I'm coming from. You understand? I want to make it. So he said, okay, because of language. I said, yeah, I understand, but football on the pitch, we can use sign, go here. It's not about me learning the language, but the language is also very important when you understand whatever they do, So yeah, within I think few months, I got myself into the first 11, So that tells you that I have the, how to say, the fighting spirit to play there. Yeah.
And I don't know, was it at FC Basel or a move to Dnipro? Because I recall that all of a sudden Samuel Inkoom and FC Basel, Samuel Inkoom has disappeared. What happened?
Yeah, because when I was in Basel, Dnipro showed a very good offer to FC Basel, about $10 million for right back. And at that time also, I was having also a newborn baby at that time, and which I didn't want to also move to Dnipro, which is Ukraine. But the club told me straightforward that we need this money. And at the point in time, I also saw that they also need the money to also develop the young ones as well. So I told them, we had a couple of meetings about, if I'm not wrong, about 12 meetings before we came to the final decision. You know, because I have to also talk to my family to convince them that I have to be there, blah blah blah, before they will also understand.
But were the personal terms good?
It was good.
If that's good, why
It
not?
was good.
You're playing for the money.
Yeah, I know, but you know, I was playing Champions League football, and that is a dream for every player to be in this platform. So, and yeah, I was also happy to when I moved to Dnipro, because they were having one of the best coach at that time, Wandy Ramos. He was a former Real Madrid coach at that time, and he also called me, talking to me that, come and I will make you more than Daniel Alves. It tells you that if you go there, you will develop, you understand, in terms of football.
Was it the move from FC Barcelona to Dnipro that you had issues with your agent?
Yes, it was the same
What
deal.
happened?
Yeah, you know, it was my old agent who brought the deal, but at that time I have already signed for a different new agency, and that agency was the one who have to go and negotiate everything, and also the person they have something called commission.
Yeah.
So the old one refused to pay the new one, so that is where brought the band.
Yeah. No, let me get something clear. Like, you've moved from an old agency to a new agency.
Yeah.
So how come the old agency still had a commission to take from the new agency?
Because the old agency who brought Dnipro did. The old agency that was not working with him, it was him who brought the deal.
He brought a deal from Dnipro?
Dnipro to FC Basel. So now, at that time, he cannot talk on behalf of me, because at that time, my contract with the old one was finished. So now I have new agent. So the new agent have to talk about my personal terms to FC Dnipro.
Yeah.
So that is where he also came in. So they also understand each other that as soon as the deal is done, commissions you have to pay. You understand? So he told me that he has paid, but later when I got to know he was not paid, yes, and they took me to FIFA, and I have to serve the band.
So there's one thing I need to understand here, because FIFA had said that you had to pay the money.
Yeah.
So if the agency was supposed to pay because you had an agreement with the agency, why did the agency not pay the money?
That is what I'm saying. He told me that he has paid. He even he said, I will send you something that shows
so that is a lie. So FIFA could have easily verified that you are lying. So you've not paid the people.
Yes, but
so why did they come to you? Why were the sanctions on you?
The problem is that it has been FIFA for, at that time, was almost like 7 years, you know, back and forth talking about it, you know. And what the letter I got from FIFA that if you don't, I was in Turkey at that time, the letter I received from FIFA that if you don't pay the agent, few weeks, you'll be banned from football. So then I had a lawyer. I have to find a lawyer. The letter came to Antalya Sport, and they called me. We sat down and they said, we have to find you a lawyer. Other than that, you'll be banned from football. So I tried. Even I told the agent that, oh, wait, I can raise some amount of money for you so that you can keep the ban for the meantime, so that we can solve this situation. So now, then I called the agent, the old agent. I said, I want you to be 100% specific to me. Did you send the money or not? He said he has sent the money.
And how much was it supposed to be?
It was somewhere, I supposed to give him somewhere $400,000 as commission. And I managed to even pay the agent. I paid him 50,000 cash. I sent it to him because I didn't want the band to come. But he want all the money because he think that, oh, the agent has the money and he want to play a game with him. You understand? So he got to a point that I make a payment plan with him that every month this is the money I will pay. But at the end of the day,
the FIFA sanctions you
yes.
paid. How difficult was it for you around that time?
It was difficult though. You know, this is the kind of job you do, and you are not playing football anymore for years. You know, and
was it for 2 years, right?
For getting to 2 years. I think one something. It's almost like 2 years. 2 years. But I know myself that I'll come back, I was so motivated, training, working hard, because I don't want last minute that if I'm coming into football again and maybe you feel like you don't play anymore. The energy is not there, the quality is not there. So I was not somebody that I'm not somebody that also give up just like that. I try to motivate my own self, believe in my own self, and just move on.
How did you and your family cope?
Yeah, it was not easy though. It was not easy, but at the end of the day, I try for the family to understand this is the situation that we have to bear with that.
That might have been challenging, isn't
it? A lot, brother, but this is life. Life in general is up and down. The moment you are down, it's up to you to come back, and everything depends on you how you come back. You understand?
A deal that was supposed to change your life, bring you many money, brought you troubles inside.
Yes.
Any regrets? Do you have regrets?
Yes, I have to, brother. But I also learn a lot. You understand? And that has also helped me to be mature also in terms of contract, in terms of how to deal with agents. That is why I want to also help the young ones. They have to know.
This is like the second time you're mentioning contracts.
Yes. Because, contract, I know every footballer, they always think about the money that they would think every month. That's the main focus every player thinks. But they can put certain things in the contract. If you are not careful, you'll be stuck in the contract that you signed. So that is why I said to the young ones that before they will sign a contract, they have to, if you don't understand, find somebody, find a lawyer, find an advisor to read the contract for you, to understand to you in your own dialect, for you to understand your own language, for you to understand before you sign it. Other than that, you find yourself a big problem.
Find yourself in a big problem. This is quite a very difficult conversation for you to have. But let's move on to the national team. Were you with Basel or Dnipro when you joined the under-20 for the under-20 African Youth Championship?
Yes, I was in the FC Basel.
Okay. Tell us about that story with the under-20 African Youth Championship. Rwanda, you won the Rwanda Championship. You went to Egypt. You won the World Cup. Tell me, what were the days like?
To be honest, we were having a good group. We were having a group that me myself, I always feel like I'm so happy to join that group, because we were having a group that everybody will be there for each other. We have a group that we are like this. You can come inside. You can come, but it's not. You will not find it easy, because we try to be there for each other. We're having one of wonderful guy that I know, Andre Ayew. He's the captain of them.
Andre Ayew, there was Emmanuel Bedu, Jonathan Mensah, there was one, was it Daniela Ado, then Sadiq Adam,
Dominique
Ishmael Yate, but he did not go for the World Cup.
Daniel Opare
and all that.
We have Rabiu as well.
Yeah, Rabiu Mohammed. He was an animal in the army for the Dominic Adia, crazy.
Trust me, we were
Abeku
Kwanzaa. Imagine, we're having a good squad, And I keep on saying that when you have a team like this, nobody will sleep. Nobody will sleep. And it got to a time that even in the camp, some of the players, we have to, we have to dodge to go and do extra. Yeah, extra training to be, because if you joke, somebody will take the position. That is called a team. If you have a team and there's a lot of competition in the team, it helps the team to achieve every success that the team wants.
What kind of a coach was Salah Tete?
Amazing. The man, amazing. He was more like a father to us. I keep on also advising some of the coaches in Ghana that they shouldn't always focus on the pitch. Outside the pitch is very important. That is why when your team starts losing, then if you don't, then you have to check. Maybe you can lose. The moment you lose the dressing room, you can lose all the games, because the dressing room is very important. When you can control the dressing room, you win every single game. Your relationship with the players is supposed to be one key role, which will help you to win matches, which will help you as a coach to achieve whatever you want to achieve. Because when you lose dressing room, when you lose communication with your players, of course you are finished. Because when they are on the pitch, they have to play, not you. And they have to listen to your instructions that you have given them. Imagine if they don't listen to your instructions.
Let's talk the under 20 World Cup. I know it was a tournament that catapulted many of you into greater heights. The night before the World Cup final against Brazil, what was that night like?
Before the final game?
Yes.
Me myself, I couldn't sleep because I was so...
I've heard this many times from many of your colleagues saying that they couldn't sleep.
I couldn't sleep because I couldn't wait for it. Because, you know, every player wants to play World Cup. Every player wants to achieve something for his country. And now we are playing the final game. What are you going to do to help your country to achieve this kind of glory in terms of football? So we have a couple of meetings. What to do, how are you going to do? We know playing against Brazil is no easy task. The players we know. But we said to ourselves that this tournament, this trophy, whether we like it or not as a players, we have to win it. We have to achieve something for ourselves, for our family, and for Ghanaians as well. So the reason why I said I couldn't sleep, you have the whole of 20, at that time I think we were 23 million or maybe more.
We were about 25, 26 million people.
To make them happy. Do you think you can sleep? No.
But was it the game pressure itself or what?
It was the game pressure. Also, we want to also make them happy as well. Yeah, so yeah, we did it in a different style, and I was so happy that at the end of the day we achieved something for the country.
And you were part of the under 20 World Cup winning team that got the opportunity to go to the World Cup in South Africa. How proud were you when you were told that you are going to be part of the final squad for the tournament?
I was so happy, brother, to be honest. I was so happy because World Cup is the highest level. I mean, Senior World Cup is the highest level in terms of football. You know, every league is supposed to break, and they watch the league. Everything have to stop to focus on that World Cup. So when I see when they mention my name that I'm part of the team, I was so happy. I was so excited. I even celebrate a little bit with my family that
wow,
yeah, I'm going to represent Ghana in the highest level in terms of football. So yeah, I was so happy though.
And talk to us. We'll come to the difficult part, but what was that dressing room like when you got there into the Black Stars team? What was the dressing room like?
I was
the dressing room of Michael Essien, Stephen Appiah, Sule Muntari, John Pinson, John Mensah, all the Lickinson.
Yeah. When you talk about these players, they are all huge. You understand? They are the players that they have done everything in terms of football to help Ghana, also outside in their professional career. When I was lucky to meet the likes of Stephen Appiah, he was the captain. Like how you mentioned, Sule, Michael Essien, Matthew Amoah, Asamoah Gyan, Derek Boateng, John Penty, a lot of them. And one thing I learned from them, they were so happy to also receive me, you know, because I wanted to learn from them as well. And always Stephen Appiah is one of a captain that he always motivated the team, always motivate the team. He talked to the team, he encouraged the team, you know. This is something that I got myself lucky, you know, to be part of the team. Sule, when Sule meet you, talk to you in a nice way, he will motivate you, he encourage you, same thing, Essien, you know, all of them. Because, you know, my first call-up, I was in Asante Kotoko, then I got this first call-up. Yeah. So they saw me as a local player, but I was bringing fire. They saw that, hey, this boy is bringing fire to the team.
That pace you had.
I swear down. They saw it.
Then you go and hit the ball. And you also scored some crazy goals from that angle.
Jumping to us. Everybody, they wanted me to develop very well. So they were nice to me.
And you enjoyed the dressing room?
I enjoyed so much.
They said that, these are claims that I've heard, during the 2010 World Cup, after that draw against Australia in the second group game, people came to the dressing room and were breaking water bottles. What happened? Because you drew. Yes,
because we want to win. You understand? And in the dressing room, everybody was so sad. You understand? Because we were also having one game which was very important against US.
It was going to be Germany. The next game was going to be Germany. The next game was going to be Germany.
No, the game we played against...
because Serbia was the opening game, Australia was game 2, and Germany was the last group game. So it was when we drew against Germany that we made it to the round of 16 to play the US.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you're right. And when we had a draw, everybody was sad. Yes, you are right. There was... you know, of course, that shows that you are doing... Yes, that shows that you want to achieve something. You know, this kind of stuff, when it happens, it doesn't mean that the team is not disciplined. No, I want to win, you want to win. You know, so when we had this draw, everybody was not happy. You know, so, you know, bottles everywhere, you know, languages everywhere. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, you're trying your hands.
Yeah, you know, but at the end of the day, we came also as a group. That is why I love Stephen Appiah so much.
Okay, let me just wrap up the conversation pretty quickly. And 2 quick questions. One of them would be the upcoming African Cup of Nations. And in fact, I wish I could speak about the CHAN tournament, but we're running out of time. I wish I could talk about the CHAN that we went to. I didn't well, because as a local player, I thought you would have wanted to be part of that team, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know, we have done whatever we have to do for Ghana, and if I prefer the young ones supposed to go to also learn something, and which they also learn something from that tournament itself. I've been there before, so I was not eager like I want to go.
But were you considered?
Even if they called me, I would tell them to give the young ones opportunity, to be honest.
Okay, that's a good one. African Cup of Nations 2022 is coming up, 2023. Lots of pressure on Cruciate because we've not won the tournament.
Yes, I know. There's a lot of pressure on him because everybody wants him to win the cup for Ghana. I think he just came. We also have to also know that he also wants to build a team, you know. And I don't think that he just signed contract because he just want to coach Blasters. He want to achieve something for Ghana. That's why he signed this contract. And I think his contract, I think there's certain things that I'm saying that it will be in the contract that you have to win the cup. You know, so he has a lot to do. We also have a young team, so I'm just begging each and everyone that we have to have a little bit patient. If we cannot qualify this time around, if you cannot go to this time around Cup of Nation, it will be.
We need a draw to qualify.
It will be
Central African Republic, in Ghana, we should be able to.
Yeah, it will be a little bit disappointing, but that doesn't mean that. We have to have time for him. He's building a team that I think that we have a good team that we have to give him time to develop the team.
What is your highest moment as a player and the lowest moment as a player?
Highest to play World Cup, to take also, to do something for Ghana, to take under 20, which I'm happy. And always the lowest is like I couldn't win. In terms of senior team, I couldn't win a trophy for them. You understand? That is something that every time when I think about it. But I know these young ones will do it.
This one will do it. Yeah. The Ghana Premier League is starting on September 9. Pretty quick. We are lacking spectators at match venues. What should we do to bring them back?
You know, there's something that I want to be very specific here. When I came to Ghana to play these few games, which I've seen, I've been almost 1.5 years in Ghana League. One thing I've noticed that I want the clubs to be professionals. They have to behave as professionals. I'm saying this because how they deal with contract itself, they have to be very professional. They have to also pay salaries in time. Also, and also the clubs have to also improve in their game plan, improve in their football also. That will let their game be attractive. Because if you are not playing good football, who will come and watch you? Nobody will watch you. But as soon as you play good football, even if you don't win and you play very good football, the fans will come to the stadium in their numbers because everybody wants something good. So this is, I want to just say this to the clubs. They have to brand themselves very well. They have to know what they want. I mean, I'm talking about how they will, even the jerseys itself, we also have to have quality pitches for the players to also bring whatever they have inside. Because sometimes our pitches also, I will not say, what do you call it, I will not say no good, but we can do more. The reason why me and you are enjoying English Premier League, the pitch itself, the facility, the stadium, will let you go to stadium to go and watch. So this is something that we have to do. We have to pay too much attention. That if you do that, nobody will tell somebody to come to stadium. We will run and come and watch them.
Where will the House of Folk finish?
This season?
Your House of Folk, yes.
I'm a House of Folk player. Why not? I want to.
Where will you finish?
The season
first, second, third, because the comeback season you finished 12. That might have been very disappointing.
Very bad. We were disappointed though. But that's why I said to the fans that we apologize to them that we couldn't give them what they want. You know, now the new season is coming. I want the fans to be together. That is the most important thing. They have to come together with the ball, with the management, and I believe when they do that, they can achieve whatever they want to achieve in this coming season.
Where will they finish?
First. But it will not come easy. They have to prepare very well. I keep on saying football is all about preparation. You cannot just want to be first. No, it doesn't happen like that. You have to work for it. And I believe that the board chairman himself, Tobo Afede, His Royal Highness, is doing everything for the team to get in good shape. But we have to support him. He's doing an amazing job for Ghana football.
Aside from football, Sam, what was the other thing, or what other thing would you have done had not been for football?
Maybe going to school, of course.
Going to school, we are going to school.
Yeah, I want to. That's
going to the management, you're still going to school. So
maybe mechanic. Yes, mechanic.
You have been a mechanic.
Yeah.
You like gadgets?
Yes, mechanic. Yeah.
Wow. That's a good one. Yeah. Mechanic.
Yeah, mechanic. Yeah.
You see, it's not the ordinary mechanic that people think it is. Because you go and dirty yourself and they are doing. People look down on skilled job in this country.
Even the one that people will look down upon you. That is where you earn more money when you do it well. You understand what I mean? Yeah.
So this time we are wearing, there's nothing in it.
There's nothing in it. There's something when you prove it. You understand, like the kind of job you are doing. Everybody can talk about you. Everybody know what you are doing in Ghana in terms of football.
Yeah.
And I'm even privileged to sit with you. You understand?
I am more privileged.
Because you understand your job. You know what you want. That is why some of you, when you call us, we cannot say no to you. Because you know what you want and what you want to become. You understand? So for me, I also appreciate to be here to sit down with you like this. Man, you have done well.
You're a proper mechanic. Samuel Inkoom, he's been my guest here on Prime Take, speaking to us on varied of issues, including his personal life and his footballing career, including playing at the FIFA World Cup in 2010, winning the Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations in Rwanda in 2009, Under-20 FIFA World Cup in Egypt, and he was also instrumental for Kumasi Asante Kotoko during the days of Coach Bashiri Hayford. He's been my guest, and it's been a pleasure coming your way with Prime Take. I'm very grateful. Continue to enjoy the rest of our programs here on this channel.